Hey there, this is Resolve Life Training. I'm Michael. I just want to wish you a Happy New Year. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon on December 31st. So the miles I get now, and unfortunately it's not going to be very many. I don't have a lot of time. I have to work tonight. I'm doing Uber and Lyft. This is New Year's Eve, so it's important that I get out there and try to get the most out of that I can. But the miles I get today are going to be the last miles of 2018. It's kind of making me feel nostalgic. Trina and I have had a very busy 2018. We've had a lot of ups. We've had a lot more downs. But in spite of that, I've managed to get some good training in me at about 3,600 miles on the bike. Another 216, I think, maybe 218 miles of running. Predominantly when I was trying to rehab my broken collarbone, I did a lot more running. So, feeling nostalgic about 2018, but more importantly, I'm feeling very optimistic about 2019. My goals for 2019 are considerably higher than they were for 2018. I haven't got them completely ironed out, but I can give you a rough draft. Basically, I'm thinking 5,000 miles on the bike and 500 miles of running. I think that that's a lofty goal, but it's certainly one that's obtainable. I've got the Key West to Canada ride in 2018, May 12th, excuse me, I'm sorry, May 12th to be precise. I leave Key West, Florida, May 12th, and I start my ride up US 1 to Fort Kent, Maine on the border of Canada. That's going to take care of about 25, maybe 2,600 of those 5,000 miles. And I need to do a lot more running and a lot more leg workout, a lot more calisthenics on my legs. So that's tentatively, that's the rough draft of what my plan is. My goodness, for 2019. So I've elevated the goal considerably. Okay, I really didn't even have a cycling goal for 2018, other than just to ride my bike. Now I've kind of focused. I've narrowed it down. I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 5,000 miles on the bike, and I'm looking for 500 miles of running. So, but I'm going to go ahead and close out 2018 on my bike. I'm envisioning 13, 14 miles. Quick ride, shower, eat, off to work. But I wanted to drop a little message to you. Happy New Year. That's it. That's my message. I don't want to get too wordy about it. Have a Happy New Year. Hey guys, I'm taking a quick little break in the middle of my ride, and then I'm going to get going. I'm only about 4 or 5 miles from home. Hey, listen, let me tell you something real quick. For the two of you that follow my videos, you know that I ride my bike every single day. Worst case scenario, it's 6 days in a week. More often than not, it's 7 days per week. And because of the way that my house is positioned in my neighborhood, I only have one choice for my first 2 miles of my ride, for the first 2 miles of my ride, I should say, and that's west. Okay, if I go north, I run into a dead end. If I go south, I run into a dead end. If I go east, I fall into a lake. So for the first 2 mile rides, first 2 miles of my ride, I'm limited to one choice. And you've heard me say this in the past, and if you haven't heard me say it in the past, you're going to hear me say it now. I am not a guy who likes a lot of options. I like 1 or 2 options because it forces me to choose one and focus, okay? I only have one choice, west, into the wind because I'm heading towards the Gulf, and up a hill for 2 miles. It's the only option I have because I'm afraid if I had more choices, I would choose it. And if I chose downhill or not into the wind, it would make me weaker. So I only have one choice, and my one choice is hard, at least for the first 2 miles. Once I get to that 2 mile point, now I have some options. I can keep going west, I can turn south down a trail, I can turn north down a trail, get out of the wind, it flattens out. I have choices, but not for the first 2 miles. Not in the beginning. I don't have a lot of choices. And it's made me much stronger, and that's good, because looking at 2019, I have a goal of 5,000 miles on the bike, a 2,500 mile bicycle ride from Key West, Florida to Fort Kent, Maine on the Canadian border, and I want to run 500 miles. Okay? That is, as I said earlier, a very lofty goal. I don't want too many choices. I don't have too many choices, because if I have too many choices, I'm going to choose something else, and the riding and the running is not going to get done. So I've limited myself to 2 choices. This is what I want to do. I don't have any other choices. I don't have any other goals. I have 2. 5,000 miles, including the ride to from Key West to Canada, and 500 miles of running. This year, I believe, has really prepared me for that, in as much as I've had limited choices, and it's been hard right from the beginning. Okay, because that's what's going to happen. New Year's Eve is going to come and pass, is going to come and go, I should say, and it's going to be time to start on next year's plan, and next year's plan is significantly harder. But this is what happens. Everybody makes a goal right around their birthday or New Year's, because those are good dates to reflect. You've had 365 days to reflect on the past year. How far have I come? Where do I want to go? It's just a nice date to do it on. There's nothing, other than that, there's nothing significant about the dates. You can reflect on 365 days, and you can plan for 365 days. But what happens is you make this plan to improve your diet, get into the gym, start a new job, go back to school, whatever it is. And then 15, 30 days into it, January 15th, certainly by February 1st, you're starting to realize this is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. And it always is in the beginning. You walk out that door in your on your new mission, and life pops you right in the kisser. It always happens. It does it to me every single solitary day of my life. I know it's going to. I know I'm turning into the wind. I know I'm going uphill for 2 miles, and I haven't had but 100 feet to warm up. I'm not ready for it. You're probably not going to be ready for it either. You've got a great idea. You've got a plan. You've got a goal. What I'm telling you is be ready. The first 15, 30 days, when you set out in that new gym, on that new cooking plan, on that new class, with the study and the early mornings, the late nights, life is going to pop you right in the kisser. I get it every single day. But I know, due to the repetition, that after 2 miles, it gets a little easier, and I start having some more choices. You're going to, too. Okay, the first month or 2 is going to be difficult. But once you get into it, once you develop your routine, get a nice cadence, get a nice pace going, get into it, immerse yourself into this new routine, it will begin to open up for you. So that's what I wanted to pass along. That's what 2018 has taught me. 365 days of starting every single bicycle ride I've done uphill into the wind without exception has taught me that one thing. After a short amount of time, it begins to get better. You lean into the wind, things tighten up, and you go. Give yourself a chance. Okay, any runner will tell you, don't believe the first mile. The first mile is lying. Whatever your resolution, I like to go, whatever your goal, whatever your plan is, give it a month or 2. All right, don't believe the first month. Don't believe those sore muscles. Don't believe that starving belly. Don't believe how tired you are. Don't tell yourself, I don't know how to study anymore. Okay, don't make that your story. Give yourself a couple of months to get your routine down. That's all I've got for you. All right, this is Michael, Resolve Life Training.